Attention passionate Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that might leave a division rival stumbling for years to come. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. Now, let's dive into what could be one of the most surprising and impactful rumors of the NFL offseason. Rumors swirling from ESPN suggest that the San Francisco 49ers, currently sitting at an impressive 9-4 record, might be considering a bold move that could reshape the NFC West, and more importantly, shake up the Seahawks' plans for the future. The speculation points to a potential trade involving Fred Warner, one of the most versatile and dynamic linebackers in the league. According to these sources, the 49ers are contemplating trading Warner to the Seahawks in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, with the primary goal of bolstering their defense after some injury setbacks. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why would the 49ers trade away a player of Warner's caliber? Well, it all comes down to their current cap situation and strategic priorities. The 49ers have about $16 million in cap space, but are trying to recover from injuries that have sidelined key players, and they're also looking at ways to maximize their chances of winning now. Warner, who's been a cornerstone of their defense for years, missed 6 games this season due to injuries, and that has raised questions about their depth at linebacker. They're also eyeing a future where they can keep their roster competitive, especially with the possibility of making a deep playoff run, even a shot at the Super Bowl with plus 1,000 odds, as per some betting lines. But losing Warner would be a blow to their defense, which has been solid, allowing just around 7 points per game, thanks in large part to Warner's leadership and versatility. For the Seahawks, this potential trade is a game changer. Remember, Seattle is currently 9-3, riding high on a season where they've been showing incredible cohesion and resilience. Their defense, which has been giving up around 18 points per game, is already solid, but adding a player like Warner, who has a history of elevating his team's performance, could take them to the next level. Warner, a third-round pick in 2018, has played for 8 seasons, accumulating some impressive stats. Over 105 games, 597 solo tackles, 351 assists, 10 sacks, and 10 interceptions. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler and has been recognized for his high football IQ, with a PFF coverage grade of 88. 5 in 2025, despite missing a handful of games due to injury. What makes Warner so valuable isn't just his stats, but his ability to read plays, make clutch tackles, and rally his teammates. His career EPA, expected points added, per target allowed is around 1.2, comparable to the legendary Bobby Wagner in terms of versatility and impact on the field. For the Seahawks, acquiring Warner could be a game changer, especially considering their current needs. They are a team that thrives on their identity, strong, disciplined, and hungry. Warner's leadership in tight, divisional games could be precisely the spark they need to push for a playoff run and challenge the 49ers' dominance in the NFC West. Think about the tactical implications. Warner's addition would bolster the Seahawks' front 7, making it more difficult for opponents to run or pass effectively. His presence would be felt most during critical moments, on third downs, in goal line stands, and during clutch fourth down stops. His ability to cover tight ends and running backs out of the backfield would help contain dynamic offensive weapons, similar to how he's excelled with the 49ers. Seahawks are already a team that emphasizes tackling efficiency, projected to improve by around 15% with Warner in the fold, and his experience in high-stakes games would bring a new level of leadership to a relatively young core. Furthermore, the impact on the Seahawks' defensive scheme would be significant. Warner's versatility allows him to play in multiple linebacker roles, which means Seattle could deploy more complex blitz packages or drop him into coverage to disrupt passing lanes. His presence could elevate the Seahawks' overall defensive performance, especially during those crunch moments when every stop counts. And if we look ahead to the postseason, Warner's proven track record in big games, his ability to elevate his game in divisional battles, could be precisely what the Seahawks need to finally break through and reach the Super Bowl once again. Now, when you analyze the potential trade specifics, it's interesting to see the financials. Warner's current cap hit for 2025 is about $13 million, which is manageable given his production. The 49ers might be motivated to move him for the draft capital, especially since they are trying to balance their roster to keep their window open. For the Seahawks, acquiring Warner would be a strategic move to add a proven leader and playmaker without giving up too much draft capital. It's a win-win scenario if it happens, because Seattle's current roster has shown resilience and growth, but adding someone like Warner could be the final piece to elevate their entire team. And let's not forget the broader context. The Seahawks are in a position where they're building something special, an identity rooted in gritty defense, smart play calling, and explosive offense led by Geno Smith and the emerging offensive line. Warner's addition would reinforce that identity and send a message throughout the league that Seattle is serious about competing for the Super Bowl again. It's a bold move, but one that could redefine the NFC West and the Seahawks' trajectory, especially if they can keep their core healthy and motivated. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFC West is a fierce division, with the 49ers, the Seahawks, and even the Rams and Cardinals all looking to make their mark. The 49ers, with their strong defense and dynamic offense, are still considered favorites, but if they lose Warner, that could open the door for Seattle to capitalize and make a real push. Conversely, for the 49ers, trading Warner might be seen as a gamble, one that could backfire if their defense struggles without him. But if the trade happens, it's clear that both teams see this as a strategic move to maximize their chances this season and beyond. So, what does this all mean for Seahawks fans? It means exciting times ahead. This potential blockbuster trade could turn the tide in the NFC West and give Seattle an even better shot at making noise in the playoffs. It's a move that speaks to the Seahawks' ambitions and their desire to build a team capable of competing at the highest level. As fans, we should be excited about the possibility of adding a player like Warner, someone who can bring leadership, talent, and that winning mentality that every champion needs. In the end, whether this trade materializes or not, it's clear that the Seahawks are in a position to make bold moves this offseason, and Warner's name is one that's suddenly on everyone's lips. It's a reminder that the NFL is always changing, and teams are always looking for the edge to get that elusive Super Bowl ring. And for us Seahawks fans, it's about staying hopeful, staying passionate, and believing that the best is yet to come. No matter what, this is a season full of potential, and the possibility of Warner donning the Seahawks jersey makes it even more thrilling to watch unfold. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Do you think Warner would be the perfect addition to strengthen our defense and push us closer to another Super Bowl? Or do you believe the cost isn't worth it? Whatever your opinion, make sure to share it. I'll be back soon with more updates on this story and everything Seahawks related, so stay tuned and keep that passion alive. We're in this together and the future looks bright for Seattle. Let's go Hawks.